And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Cincinnati Reds going up against the Atlanta Braves. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to roll. And today's starting pitcher, Grant Holmes. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today. But when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. That misses the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ground ball, Olsen. And he takes it himself for the out. Here's the lineup for the Reds. Singy, this lineup has the benefit of playing behind a great pitching staff. They've got a really low ERA.
Yeah, and, you know, with that said, there's not as much pressure on the offense, but make no mistake about it. Players want to hit the ball hard, and they want to score runs. They want to jog around the bases, hitting the ball over the fence. So regardless of how dominant the staff can be, the attitude is we want to go out there and have some fun with the bat. So we'll see. 1 big inning in this one, you know, could be all they need, but you'd like to have multiple big innings.
Matt McClain, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
1 down, base is empty. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Ellie De La Cruz at the dish. He's a guy who can fill up a scorecard.
Everyone stops what they're doing when this guy's at the dish. He's a dream player for fans.
Holmes, 28 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2014. Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty. And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nobody left for Cincinnati. And now the Braves, with their first chance to hit, were scoreless. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back at Truist Park and on the hill today, Hunter Green. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season. And when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
Ground ball right side. Lux throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out. A lot of lift and separate, Chris.
We know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions. But I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
This one popped up. And there's 2 away.
Batting third, left fielder,
Here's Marcell Ozuna.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99. 0-1. He swings and fouls one off. That one just misses.
That's a good pitch there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Braves go down quickly here, scoreless after 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And now here is Gavin Lux. Holmes back to work. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0.
And now a little barking back towards the umpire. Clearly thought he got that outside corner on what was a pretty big pitch. Sometimes that only makes it worse for you moving forward, but it can also open up that location in the future if the umpire thinks there's a chance that he missed it.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. 1 away.
Third baseman, Santiago Espinal.
Now it's going to be Santiago Espinal.
Here we go now, Braves.
And a swing and a line drive at a right field. White hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 away.
First baseman, Spencer Steer.
And here's the first baseman, Spencer Steer. That misses the zone. Ball 1. And that one just missed off the outside edge.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
That one finds the zone. Now 2 balls and a strike. And downstairs. And a 3-1 on the way. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
And that one ripped to left. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Offense held in check there. Now to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back. Bottom of the second. And now the first baseman, Matt Olson. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. That's worth the price of admission. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Let's break out the StatCast numbers. At Singy, it tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball.
Ozzie Albies in the box now. No balls and a strike. just outside. And it's 1-2.
ball.
Really
Two
good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Pitch misses. Now 2-2. Just missed. And down on strikes. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. There's a strike. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. That one misses, and the count 1-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
That one just misses, and the count's even at 2.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. And next for Atlanta, Eli White. And that one upstairs, ball 1. The 1-0. And that's fouled off. Two outs.
Aye. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And now
Two
the
balls,
count is
2
even.
strikes.
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Bottom half of inning number 2. That one misses, and that's ball 3. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Braves get 1 on the big fly. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here in Atlanta, here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1's the count.
He goes down looking.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Here's the left fielder. And that one is inside ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike. 1 out, bases empty. And that is in for a strike. Now 1-2.
If you're not ready for that pitch, you're just going to swing and miss or pop it up, waste the at-bat. If you're going to let it go, you better be ready to swing it.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The wide, the kick, and the 1-2. Line drive, and that's a fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a double.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
And now Reese Hines trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Just missed.
1-0.
Runner at second here, 1 gone. Check swing, and he went. And the count even at 1.
1-1.
On the ground to third, and it goes just foul. And that one's a little bit low. 2-2.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Man at second. And there's a ball.
2 strikes.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
So the batting order turns over. Now here's the Reds' leadoff man, T.J. Friedl. Grounded out his first time. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
1 out. Runners at first and second. And that's in for a strike. 0-2.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
And that one almost got him. Battling here as he fouls it away.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Kicks and fires. Out to center. Harris has a beat on it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Matt McLean.
And next is the designated hitter, Matt McLean. He's 0 for 1. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Tying run in scoring position. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Set for the bottom of the 3rd, leading off Drake Baldwin. That one off the mark, ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike
One
one.
ball, one strike.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
In the air, left field, down the line. Puts it away for the out.
The shortstop, Nick.
Now in for the Braves, Nick Allen.
that's
Just
unfair.
missed. Next
Ball
offering
two.
is downstairs. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Out into left center for a line drive base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Here's Alex Verdugo. Grounded out his first time. Pitches in there, and that's strike one.
0-1.
Allen leads off first with one away. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
The 0-2. And that one
Ball,
missing
that's
inside a sharp slider.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
2-2 the count.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Now batting.
Here comes Austin Riley. He popped out his first time. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Pickoff throw. Allen
he's safe.
back on a dive. Next offering is in for a strike. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. One left for Atlanta, but they're on top 1-0. New inning getting started. At the plate, Ellie De La Cruz.
You can feel the extra attention on Ellie anytime he comes to the plate. This guy's a player that keeps you on the edge of your seat because you don't know what he's going to do next. He can hit for power, steals bases. He can throw the ball 100 miles per hour across the infield. He's electric.
And that misses. Ball 2.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. That's a strike.
that wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Ground ball left side. Tosses to first. One up, one down.
Now batting, second baseman, Gavin Lux.
And now it's Gavin Lux. Lux measures 6 feet 2 inches, 190 pounds, and they traded for him earlier this year.
Ball one, no
that one's
strike.
upstairs, ball one. Backed off the
balls,
plate that
no strike.
time.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. That clips the corner. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Espinal has to step out of the way for ball one. One out and a runner at second. Top half of inning number 4. And another ball. Right through there for a strike. There's the strike. Got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you've got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
In now for the Reds, Spencer Steer. He's 0 for 1. And there's a foul ball. Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. And he held back, according to Rusty Valentine. Next offering in there for a strike. 1 and 2.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Handles, throws to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Braves 1 and the Reds nothing. Back at Truist Park, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Marcell Ozuna. That's too low, and that's ball 1. And that one upstairs. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Up and in, and that's ball 3.
You know, these Braves showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Here's Matt Olson down. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 3-0. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at bat. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. Fastball for a strike.
0-1's the count.
There's a swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And look out, as that one ran in and got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. And now the center fielder, Michael Harris II. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Green picks over. Albies dives back, and they got him.
Unless you're really thinking about stealing second base, you should not get picked off by a right-handed pitcher right there.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99. 0-2 now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field, ranging back. And caught on the warning track. Not quite enough behind that one.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
2 outs, base is empty. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Eli White. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Check swing, and that's a ball. Line drive, base hit right field. And that keeps the inning alive.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Check on the runner. White dives back in safely. White off of first with 2 away. And another ball.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That pitch gets the inside corner, and it's 2-1.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Ball 3.
Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in. Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner in the scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
First and second, 2 outs. Allen now at the plate, 1 for 1 with a single so far. Just off the inside edge.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Swings and misses. And 1-1.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Fought off foul. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a splitter. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 3-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. We go to the top of the 5th. Now here is Tyler Stevenson. Holmes back to work. Check swing called strike. It's 0-1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Spencer Schwellenbach up and throwing. Montero also throwing. And he hits a ground ball right side. The flip to the pitcher covering. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Now batting, left fielder, Jacob Curtis.
Now the left fielder doubled his first time.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus. But they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. That one gets down for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Are you kidding me?
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Next for Cincinnati, Reese Hines. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Corrals it. That's out number 2. Here's the center fielder, T.J. Friedel. 0 for 2 in this one. There's the strike.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-1. The Braves leading by 3, and we're at the top of the 5th. Lifted in the air, right center field. And that's the 3rd out. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Braves 3 and the Reds nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. And now Alex Verdugo. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And another ball.
2-0.
Just off the outside edge. 3-0. And there's the automatic. Fastball for a strike.
Count's full.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Struck him out looking. Here comes Austin Riley.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
First offering, and it just misses. Right through there for a strike. Line drive, caught.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat. This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
And the 1-0.
Ball.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And it remains 2-2. And that's outside. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. In the air, out towards left center. He makes the grab. That is the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We're through 5. It's the Braves 3 and the Reds nothing. Top 6. Now the number 2 hitter, Matt McClain. Fouled off down the right side.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does.
Ball, that's
and
off
you're
the plate.
tied up.
That one outside. And now it's even 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball right field. White makes the grab. And there's one away.
Now batting, shortstop,
Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside, for just a second, Chris. It's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out.
Oh, it's a nice forehand stop. Kept the ball from getting to the outfield, but he had a little trouble getting rid of it and had to take an extra step, which cost you some time. But he recovered, made a good, strong throw, and he still got the out.
Gavin Lux, the next to hit for the Reds. First pitch misses.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
1-1.
2 down, nobody on. That one ripped right center field. White, long run on his horse. That's down. One hops off the wall. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
So, runner at second, 2 down. And the batter now, Santiago Espinal. First pitch, and he just misses.
Ball 1, no strike.
Just missed.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Painting the corners, working on the edges, and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Gets the call, and a count 2-1. Man on second, 2 down. There's a strike.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Two outs. That's to third. Riley throws to first in time, and that is the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Braves 3 and the Reds nothing. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Andrew Abbott.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And the batter now, Matt Olson. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
You know, these Braves putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Next pitch is outside.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Base knock center field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, second baseman.
Ozzy Albies up to the plate. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
0-1.
Olsen gets his lead at first with nobody out. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. And there's one down.
Up next for the Braves, center fielder, Michael Harris II.
So digging in, Michael Harris II.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Just
Ball,
missed.
that's out.
And it's even up.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And that's
2
down
balls,
and
1
away.
strike.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. And a pop-up. Right side. Foul territory. And a foul ball. And he chases that one. And there are 2 down.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
And next for Atlanta, Eli White, 1 for 2. Headed towards the corner. Bounces over the wall in foul ground, and it's an automatic double.
And boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
So 2 down. Next to hit, Drake Baldwin. First
That's
pitch
outside.
just misses. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike
1 ball,
2.
2 strikes.
2 outs, 2 in scoring position here in the bottom of the 6th. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. 2 left for Atlanta, but they're on top by a count of 3-0.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Angel De Los Santos.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
Spencer Steer digs in now.
First baseman.
The Reds in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at-bat out of him right here.
That one fouled off. De Los Santos, a 6'3" righty, 29 years old. He joined the team as a free agent.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Next offering misses. Going to count 1 and 2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck. White going back on this one and brings it in at the wall. And now the catcher comes up to hit, Tyler Stevenson. Liner to second and picked on the hop. Fires to first, and they get the out.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
2 down, bases empty. Here's the left fielder. Foul ball. And that's outside. 1-1. Activity in the bullpen. Spencer Schwellenbach getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Lee, a left-hander, also throwing. Next offering is down low. That's down and in.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
2 down, nobody on. This one smashed down the right field line. And foul ball. Two outs. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Three and two, the pitch is outside, and ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat. 2 outs, runner at first. And here is Rhys Hines.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Just missed. And that one fouled off. Fouled off left side. Spikes that one. It goes to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Nobody on defense feels great right now. The pitcher feels responsible for missing so far outside, and the catcher wishes he could have done more to try to stop it.
Man at second. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Fly ball down the line. And that's a foul ball. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Braves 3 and the Reds nothing. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Nick Martinez.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Nick Allen.
Nick Allen.
And a first offering, a fastball for a strike. Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first. He went around, says Rusty Valentine. That one missed.
Two to count.
Right side, Lux. And one away in the bottom of the seventh.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
So up next, Alex Verdugo. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Late swing, foul to the left. And that one is lifted in the air. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Austin.
Austin Riley at the plate. A former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player. That misses, and that is ball 1. Action in the pen down there. Emilio Pagan appears to be getting loose. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
In the air out towards right center. Hines has this one sized up. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Nothing doing here this half. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Braves 3 and the Reds nothing. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Dylan Lee. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. Stepping in, T.J. Friedel.
Center fielder, T.J. Friedel.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
And now the 0-1. And that is out of play. Oh, 2 now. And misses inside.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
And now it's even up. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back there. It's a bomb. That's his 3rd home run of the series. It's 3-1.
Just relentless. This team will not quit. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Matt McClain, the next to hit for the Reds. 0 for 3 in this one. Gets the slider in there for a strike. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a base hit.
nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Ellie De La Cruz. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. That's a strike, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
The tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
McLean on at first, nobody out. Ball 1 there.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Strike 3, got him swinging. And 1 out now.
Oh, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths, it's not just the pitcher, it's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
And the batter now, Gavin Lux brings it in. 2 away.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
In now for the Reds, Santiago Espinal. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Foul ball there. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes on the ground to the left. Throw on to Olsen, and that is that. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Martinez back to work. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. It's his 6th home run of the season. It's 4-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Nick Martinez done for the night. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Taylor Rogers on to pitch here.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Taylor Rogers.
Here's Matt Olson, 3 for 3 with a pair of home runs and a single. That's in there. Strike one. Nobody on, nobody out. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Not close with that one, and that's ball one. And that's outside. Next offering is in for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The 2-2 gets a check swing. Now an appeal to third. And yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Kenny Jansen. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. That one hit to right. Hines sizes this one up. And there's 2 down.
Now batting. Center fielder.
Michael Harris II getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Pitch misses there,
Outside.
and it's 1-0. And
That's
another
ball
ball. Right through there for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Back there. Gone. He sends a rocket to left. His 4th home run of the season. And they add to their lead. It's 5-1.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. There was a cutter away. Kind of works like a slider. You've got to stay on it, let it travel a little bit, and then get your arms extended. Really good piece of hitting right there.
Now here is Eli White. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Two outs.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Line drive and makes the play, and that's out number 3. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. Last chance coming up for the Reds. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Spencer Schwellenbach.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So digging in, Spencer Steer. First pitch swinging.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
Next offering is fouled back. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Outside low, and that's ball one.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
That one is absolutely belted. And in one hops the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit for the Reds. Popped up first base side. Baldwin settles underneath it. Makes the catch for the out. One down. Now the left fielder.
In this situation with first base open, he shouldn't give him anything to hit. There's a right-hander on deck.
In the air, left field, down the line. Ozuna running hard. Can't get there. This one lands foul. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Pierce Johnson up and loosening in the pen. Montero, the hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. That's inside.
Ball one.
Almost got him. And no one can get there. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out. Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Spencer Schwellenbach out of the game, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Raisel Iglesias.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
And here is Reese Hines. Clips the outside corner, 0-1. Runners at the corners, one away. Here at the top of the ninth. Swinging a foul straight back. And there's a ball.
That's a ball.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. In the air on the infield, Riley. pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 down. So they're down to their final out. Now, T.J. Friedel. He's already homered in this game. And it's fouled away. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Iglesias is just one strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
These hitters had the long ball working for them today. 4 home runs had a lot to do with them coming out on top.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.